Welcome to Mobile Legends!
Aamon has been a pretty unpopular pick for a while, and the developers have decided to buff him in the latest patch. They realized that he was previously too reliant on continuous basic attacks, exposing him during fights, especially in the late game. So, they decided to adjust his skills so that he can now gain shards more easily without having to basic attack as much. This makes a hit and run playstyle more effective, which is much better for a squishy assassin. But are these changes enough to make him a good jungler in ranked? Well, let's find out.
I am lacking so badly!
Aamon's kit relies on two main things, his camouflage state and his shards. Aamon can enter camouflage state for 3 seconds upon hitting an enemy with a skill. In camouflage state, we become semi-invisible, have quicker move speed, and cannot be targeted by enemies. The semi-invisibility allows us to catch enemies by surprise if they are not alert. We'll exit the camouflage state under 3 conditions. The first is when it expires after 3 seconds. The second is if we are hit by attacks from enemies. And the third is by using our enhanced basic attack. This enhanced basic attack is only available during our camouflage state, and using it dashes straight to an enemy, dealing extra damage and reducing the cooldowns of our skills by 1 second. Upon using the enhanced basic attack, we gain stronger basic attacks for the next 3 seconds, which deal more damage than our regular attacks. We can use these enhanced basic attacks to jungle more efficiently and to deal more damage to heroes when it's safe to do so.
People regard me as a powerful shadow.
Launch attack! Ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Our item build starts with Arcane Boots, which gives us 10 magic penetration. This is powerful when combined with our Assassin Emblem, which has 14 base magic penetration already, and it helps us deal a lot more damage to squishy enemies. Aamon is also reliant on move speed to get close to targets, since he doesn't have dash skills. The second part of Aamon's kit is his shards, and this can be a bit confusing, so I'll try to simplify it. Basically, the damage dealt by Aamon's outscales with the number of shards on the ground, and on his shard armor. We can monitor this amount by looking at the shard counter on his out button here. For your information, the maximum amount of shards is 25, and the minimum amount is 8. Anyways, a fight is starting, so let's continue the explanation in a bit.
Shut down! Launch attack!
So I'm sure you're wondering what is meant by shards on the ground and shard armor. Let's start with shard armor first, which can be charged up to 5 stacks and can be monitored by the indicator below our HP bar. We can charge it in 2 ways, by being in camouflage state or by using our enhanced basic attacks. Upon reaching 5 stacks, we can consume the stacks and launch 6 shards at a target by hitting them with any attack. This deals damage and leaves 6 shards on the ground. These shards will remain on the field for 8 seconds and basically do nothing except when we cast our out, of which they will be activated and also fly towards the target to deal extra damage. The shard mechanic is a lot simpler to abuse after the patch, since we can charge shard armor stacks very quickly by just being in camouflage state. We can use skill 1 or 2 to activate camouflage state and use the same skills to launch these shards at a target for damage, and then go back into camouflage state again. If you're confident to engage, you can also use your enhanced basic attack and go in for the kill. Our next item is Swift Crossbow, which improves our attack speed. This is so we can squeeze in more basic attacks during our 3 seconds enhanced basic attack window to deal more damage and gain shard armor stacks quicker. We'll be upgrading this to Feather of Heaven at a later stage in the game to gain even more benefits. The next item after this is Genius Wand, and it synergizes really well with the magic penetration we have already. The passive can be easily activated from our multi-hit attacks to reduce the enemy's magic defense, allowing us to amplify our damage on them significantly, especially on targets that do not build any magic defense.
Enemy has been slain! An enemy has been slain! An ally has been slain! An ally has slain! You have slain an enemy!
I've never told him this, but I do see a bright future in Gushan. I'm your guide to the underworld. Sentiment will only color my judgment.
If you remember, hitting enemies with skills activates our camouflage state. But one thing you should notice is that skill 2's projectile is unable to hit enemy minions. This is something that I only realized after the match, so you'll see me doing it pretty often. So make sure to learn from my mistake, and remember to not cast it on minions.
I have no tolerance for betrayal. These are always true to their word.
Initiate retreat. Our turret has been destroyed. Our turret is under attack.
Our next item is Glowing Wand, which is mainly to counter enemy sustain effects with its anti-heal passive. The overall stats of the item are also solid, and the second passive also adds some HP % burning damage.
Sentiment only color my judgment.
Well, seems like our team isn't doing too great at the moment. We're going to have to lock in to win this match. Anyways, we'll be finishing Feather of Heaven after Glowing Wand. This gives us more attack speed, so we can get in more basic attacks during the enhanced window. It also gives us a bit of lifesteal for a tiny bit of sustain.
Enemy has slain Lord.
I'm your guide to the underworld.
Our turret
far too well. 𝗟𝗔𝗨𝗡𝗖𝗛
Your turret is under attack. Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
On the battlefield, noble blood will give you a second life.
Given that we didn't lose any inhibitor turrets, I would consider that a relatively successful Lord defense. For our next item, we're going for Blood Wings to give us more magic power and move speed. This improves our damage and agility so we can fight better. The extra shielding also helps with our survivability. All these factors combined make it a really great item on Aamon.
People regard me as a powerful shadow. Our evil deeds come to greater good.
Launch attack.
𝗟𝗪𝗡𝗖𝗛s are always true to their word.
Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
That was a pretty good wipeout to help us turn the match around. Now we get to secure a straightforward Lord and push our advantage. The key to using Aamon is to try and go into camouflage state as much as possible. This is mostly achieved by making use of our first skill on any nearby enemy. But if there are no enemies nearby, we can use our second skill instead. By being in camouflage state often, we can move around quicker, be less easy to detect, and also prepare our shard armor stacks for the next fight.
I've never told you this, but I do feel like future illusion. Sentiment will only color my judgment. I have no
Our inhibitor
tolerance.
turret is under attack. Turret has been destroyed.
My goal is simple: to break the curse upon my family. Rogue, I'm Duke Patrick. Cloaked, I'm 𝗟𝗪𝗡𝗖𝗛.
Killing spree.
On the battlefield, noble blood
Well, that turret dive could have easily turned out badly, but luckily for us, it ended up with a good result. For our last item, we'll be going for Holy Crystal to gain a massive amount of magic power. This greatly boosts our damage, so we can burst enemies even without using our ult. Aamon's shard mechanic can actually deal a ton of damage, and we can even burst squishies with just the shards and our enhanced basic attacks.
Monster kill. Launch attack.
Out of evil deeds comes a greater good.
You destroy the turret. An enemy has been slain.
Above the rest. To be.
You destroy the turret.
I'm your guide to the underworld.
Initiate retreat.
With the changes to Aamon to suit a more hit and run playstyle now, I would like us to consider swapping Feather to 𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗖𝗓. This adds more burst damage when we engage. Even though 𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗖𝗓's activation time has been nerfed to 5 seconds, it still suits a burst playstyle, so it should still be good for a hit and run strategy.